Lab 8C. Hi, Joe Cerrone. We're going to work on this part, and this is going to be part of the tutorials from lab number 8, in which we're taking problems from the CSWA practice exam manual. And so we're going to start off by creating this part right here. It's a metric drawing. It's made of 6061. That would be an aluminum alloy. And we'll start that off by drawing on the front view this geometry like this, with the center line, which we will then mirror the geometry to the other side, which allows us, when we dimension it, to dimension that from the midpoint. And so one side doesn't shrink up and the other side doesn't, if you create the geometry by drawing half of it and mirroring it. So let's get started. All right, so we'll go to Solidworks and we'll say File, New, Part. Plain white. Options. Document properties. Units. Millimeters. Okay. We'll start off on the front view. I'm going to right click on that, start a sketch. I'm going to start off with a center line. I'm going to bring that up, hit escape, and then I'm going to draw this geometry like this. So we'll get the line command, and we'll say from here, and then we'll take that geometry and we'll mirror it about the center line. And then we'll put our smart dimensions on it. So we'll put these dimensions. So we've got all these dimensions here. We're going to need to get the depth and the height for those two components. We'll put a 30 by 20, and I guess looks like we'll have to get them from here. Yeah. So we're going to go 20 and 10. All right. and one more right here. So there we have our sketch. Everything is fully defined. And so what we'll do now is we'll extrude that, features, extrude boss base. And as we do this, we'll do it mid-plane. And it'll keep everything centered about the middle of the part. And that part is going to be 50 millimeters. As you can see, this is the 20 and the 10. Everything else was pretty much what we needed. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do this little cutout right over here. And so we're going to make a sketch 20 millimeters by 30 millimeters on the right hand side. Start a sketch right there. Spacebar, normal 2. And then we can draw a center line. And if we wake up the midpoint, we can drag that down to the origin. Hit escape. And then we can draw half a rectangle and mirror it. Which will keep everything symmetrical. Hit escape, mirror, mirror about, green check mark, and then we're going to extrude cut that all the way through after we put our dimensions on it. So we're going to go smart dimension, that's going to be 30 millimeters. Toggle over to features, extrude cut, and it's set at blind, which just means a measurement. And so we'll say through all. Okay that. And then we'll assign our alloy material, which was 6061, which is in aluminum. So I'll right click on material, edit material, aluminum alloys. Here's our 6061 alloy. We'll apply that, close it. We'll go to evaluate, mass property, and then we'll get our mass at 302 grams, and we'll check that. 302. So we're good. All right. We're going to save this as Lab 8C, and that completes this exercise.